Hi everyone, I'm Joseph Hamel. I'm a partner here at JLG. Today we'll be talking about the cap gap. But before we get into the cap gap, first we need to understand what is the cap gap. We need to define it. So what is cap gap? Cap gap is the automatic extension of your F1 status while you have an H-1B petition pending with USCIS. Because the cap gap is automatic, you don't have to apply for the cap gap, but you do need to make sure that the H-1B petition is filed with USCIS before your OPT, STEM OPT, or F1 status expires. So let's get into the details by examining 4 scenarios. In all of these scenarios, we'll be assuming that the student's H-1B registration gets selected in the first round lottery. The first scenario, if your OPT expires before February 1st. Your grace period will expire before April 1st, which is the first day that USCIS starts accepting new H-1B petitions that were selected in the lottery. So even if you get selected in the lottery, you won't be allowed to stay in the United States to file your H-1B, and there is no cap gap for students in this situation. In the second scenario, if your STEM OPT, or F1 status expires between February 1st and the end of March, then you can still file your H-1B petition within the 60-day grace period, which would end May 30th, 2023. But you will not be able to work because your work authorization has expired, but you can stay in the United States. It should be noted here that if your OPT or STEM OPT or status expires on February 1st exactly, you will need to be ready to file your H-1B petition immediately on April 1st. The third scenario, if your OPT, STEM OPT F1 status expires between April 1st and June 30th, then you don't have to worry too much about your grace period, but in this case, you must make sure that your H-1B petition is filed with USCIS before your OPT, STEM OPT, or F1 status expires, whenever that is. If you have filed your H-1B petition on time before your status has expired, then you have your OPT extended until October 1st when the H-1B becomes effective. This is the cap gap, the extension of your work authorization and status until October 1st. Or it may be cut short if your H-1B petition is denied before October 1st. In this fourth scenario, it's pretty much like the third scenario. If you file your H-1B petition by June 30th, the last day to file H-1Bs from the first round lottery registration, you will gain the cap gap OPT extension until October 1st. But also like the third scenario, if your H-1B petition is denied before that date, your cap gap ends the date of the denial. So we've covered the basics of cap gap. Remember, the most important thing here is to make sure that your petition is filed before your status expires or before the end of the H-1B initial filing period, whichever comes sooner. Then you will benefit from the cap gap. In our next video, we will cover whether you can travel while your H-1B petition is pending. If you have questions about your specific situation and your H-1B filing, you should talk to a qualified immigration attorney.